So I want to sell my home, but I have solar on it. Is that going to affect the sale at all? Is that good for the sale? Is that bad for the sale?
There's a few different ways solar can work out. It just depends upon what your actual contract states. So you could have a power purchase agreement, you could have a lease, or you could have where you just purchase the solar with a loan or without. So obviously if you don't have a loan on the solar, super easy, you don't have to worry about anything. It actually just gets transferred when the buyer goes and changes it from on their Edison bill from your name to their name, and it just automatically will get, they got to tell them, but it will get transferred automatically. If you actually have a lease on the property, most leases, the buyer can actually assume that loan. So depending upon how much the lease is and how many years you have left, it could affect the value of the home, because if there's a lot of years left and it's a very high payment on the lease, for instance, I had a client, they were paying $700 a month on their solar lease. However, they didn't have any electric bill, so they thought it was great, but reality is it's really hard to have someone want to assume a $700 a month solar lease. So depending upon the amount, it will depend upon if that's going to affect your values or not. Now, let's say that you have a power purchase agreement. Some of those also have a payment you make, and some of them don't. It depends on if it's paid off or not. So if it's not paid off, you will have a payment to the power for the solar and a payment, and then you will get a reduced rate on your actual electricity. So it depends on how that is set up, but on those you do not have to pay those off. Now on the purchases, a lot of the more recent ones actually have in there they have to be paid in full. So Tesla especially is putting that clause into their agreements. So hopefully if you have that type of agreement, you already know about it. Most of my clients have been fortunate that they have known whenever they actually come to me and they say, I have to pay this off, I know it because it's with this loan. I've only had one where they said they weren't aware of it. It kind of got slipped past them. So you just want to make sure you really read through your agreements, and we can look through those together and go through all of that information to make sure that we are handling the solar situation in the best way possible for you.